Alright, the Kugane, or Stormblood, I believe it is, expansion, chapter of the Manderville quest continues with the Blade Mislaid, given to us by Shigure. We are outside of Akebono's residence. Yojimbo is here as well as Hildy and Nashu. Yojimbo, really? That's crazy. Here we go. I believe the Wolf Burglar has fled to Yangxia. Consider the dagger I took from him in the chaos. Though old and worn, it has been well cared for over the years. It is more than just a tool to him, I think, and it is clearly of Doman design. What an amazing coincidence! That self-same detail had also caught my eye. I dare say you have the makings of an inspector, Shigure. I shall endeavor to take that as a compliment. To Yangxia. Okay. Those heavier footsteps are Yojimbo. The system is down. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. We'll teleport. Use a teleport token. It costs 482, and that is without a reduced rate from free company, so not too bad. If you had to pay it, not too bad. All right. Mount up. Head to the north. Can I just get... Yeah, I can fly out, I think. I think. Otherwise you have to run out. It's like an underground... The House of the Fierce. Like an underground hideout thing. Here in the southern part of... Sorry, northern part of Yangxia, my bad. We have Hildy, Shigure, Nashu, Yojimbo, and Daigoro, his dog. Hey. If you have never encountered Yojimbo before, I have some time here. Okay. So, kind of a thinly wrapped body. Yellow kimono, like you can kind of see the knees bending here. Yellow on the outside kimono, purple on the inside here. The feet are technically kind of tightly together, like not. I mean, his shape in general buggers belief in some cases. So it seems as if his legs are kind of tight, tight together. Like really, it'd be hard to do anything aside from shuffle. His a torso midsection where the stomach might be, it looks like a thick pole wrapped with bandages. Like no chance in heck that's an actual person's figure, right? Got a very gaudy yellow-red belt with some really long hanging, like how you tie a knot or a bow. A couple of those bow pieces are long and hanging in front of him. Just the most massive like shoulder and upper chest gear. Looks kind of like it's made of wood. It depicts in reds and yellows like fires or winds, or maybe a fiery wind. And then he has a big hat that is flat but a little bit depressed in the top, like a very, very shallow bowl, or maybe a plate, would be better. If you kind of consider it to be an upside down bowl, that would actually be pretty accurate in yellows and reds as well, with kind of a swirly or like sun-like pattern in the top. Samurai sword at one hip. The dog looks like it could be kind of the face of a lion, but everything else very dog-like. Again, he's got like the yellow of the wind kind of for whiskers, like thick, like wood-like. Red mane on top. Tail that has yellow kind of windy patterns again at the top base, and then as it goes down it's red and then purple toward the end. And Yojimbo also has this kind of pale greenish bluish hair flows down his back. Yeah, a thing out of legend. Here's Hildebrand to continue. Hopefully that wasn't too boring and I did an okay job, but I'm not great. Hildy still has the white face paint and the really deep red blush at the cheeks and the lips and the eyes. My word, have you ever seen anything so full of splendor? But forgive me, we must not lose sight of the matter at hand. How shall we pursue our quarry? That is a very good question, to which I currently have no answer. I do, says Yojimbo. That's the choice I'm choosing for him for now. The Daigoro, the dog, says, woof, woof. What a nice little doggy, says Nashu. Daigoro is more than a mere traveling companion. His sense of smell is unparalleled. Give over the burglar's dagger that he may track his scent. Brilliant idea, Jim. Yes, indeed. Here, take it, says Shigure, handing it to Daigoro. Woof, woof. Woof, woof. And Daigoro turns and starts to run away, Yojimbo following. Oh ho, he has the scent already. With me, Nashu, says Hildy. He runs through me, Nashu runs as well. Shigure turns to me. Perhaps fate is conspiring to see us succeed after all. Shigure goes running as well. We mount up and fly west, southwest. Through one of these portals of these really tall, massive, thick red walls of brick. Some very defensive walls were made up here and there. Here's Hildy to continue with the rest of the gang. What ails little Daigoro? Why will he go no further? How is it you remember his? Tis like there are Namazu about. Their stink befuddles his senses. Though unfortunate, we know the Wolf Burglar came this way. Perhaps if we search, we can find some other clue as to his whereabouts. Leave it to me, Shigure. If there are clues to be found in these ruins, my keen inspector sense shall lead me to them. He goes running into the ruins. Wait for me, Inspector! Wait for me! She says, arms wide, goes running. Gah! There they go again, charging off before we have a chance to discuss our plan of action. Must they always be so reckless? Nothing for it but to follow suit, I suppose. Why don't you search the area to the northwest, Mercy? Yojimbo, Daigoro, and Shigure go walking, disappearing. I indeed go northwest. Past these Dullahan, I believe they're generally called. Suits of living armor. These ones with giant greatswords on their shoulders. Hefted on their shoulders. Level 67 stuff, currently level 80. Shouldn't get aggro from anything, but I'm mounted, so I can just fly away if I need to. Oh. We have a pungent Namazu floundering about on the ground as if injured. They're the catfish people, the little catfish people. His eyes are white. Like he's very injured. Like near death. Oh, never mind. I see pupils. He's hiccuping. Is he pungent because he's drunk? He gets up. Alive? I am. Hale and healthy. Yes. Yes. Nursing a rather vicious hangover from a surfeit of tea, but otherwise none the worse for wear. 1,000 thanks to you for waking me before I was set upon by ravenous beasts or thieving bandits. Unless you wouldn't happen to be a thieving bandit, would you? Thieving bandit. My options are that depends. Have you got a certain priceless sword on you? Or, no, but I'm hunting a thieving bandit, a lupin. No, but I'm hunting a thieving bandit, a lupin. He thinks on it. A lupin? Now that you mention it, I have some vague recollection of a traveler with an unusual sword across his back. I was deep in my teacups at the time, but I know what I saw. Shigure and Hildy join, Hildy going wide-armed and big smile. Huh, a drunken Namazu, what is his part in all this? Says Shigure. I explain what we've learned. He saw the Wolf Burglar? What luck, which way did he go? It's all a bit of a blur, so I doubt my memory will be of any use. My barbels, on the other hand, should do the trick. He puts hands over his head and starts shaking. My adorable little friend, you need not strain yourself on our account. We too have ways of finding the fiend. Shigure looks very happy at this, or, I don't know, insanely mad, I don't know. Yes, my keen Namazu sense is telling me. Hildy starts doing muscle poses. the Wolf Burglar? The Namazu points, went that way. And Hildy points the opposite direction. Yes, that way. Shigure and I are looking back and forth between them. Shigure looks exasperated, as usual. Which way? We may as well split up again, he says to me. I would help you, but hangover. Yes, yes. Bye-bye, friends. Have fun hunting the Wolf Burglar. He goes waddling away. Hildy waves gaily, verbosely. That's the right word for a wave. Grandiosely. With a big smile. We search for the Wolf Burglar some more. They went Hildy's way. I wanted to go the Namazu way. Nashu's looking around. Hildy's over here looking around as well. In here? Are we just like in this area? Oh. Wait, did I pass this? Plot relevant gloves. Fun. Interacting. Among the irrelevant potsherds. Why is it potsherds? Why isn't it shards? You spy a somewhat conspicuous pair of gloves. If they belong to the Wolf Burglar, perhaps they may prove useful. Okay, so that's what the red circle was still for. Gotcha. We fly northeast. Find Yojimbo and Daigoro. Found something, have you? Trying to figure out his voice still. I do not recall him wearing gloves, but for lack of other possible leads, I say let Daigoro follow this fresh scent. Now that the Namazu is gone, he should have no difficulty finding the owner. We click on Daigoro to continue. Woof woof! Hand over the plot-relevant gloves. It's cute that they call them that. Woof woof woof! Cutscene. The rest of the gang joins us. What news, Jim? We came as soon as we heard the barking. Now that the Namazu has departed, Daigoro is capable of pursuing our quarry once more. Your stalwart comrade found gloves that may have belonged to him, and so we were about to see where they led us. Woof woof! And Daigoro goes running off again. Hildy excited, Nashu excited. He's got the scent, says Shigure. Quickly, Mercy, we must not lose sight of Daigoro. Nods all around and we go running. And again, the way I described Yojimbo, was accurate because he kind of goes like shuffling, like, again, his feet can't move very far. They look like hooves. Does he have hooves? But yeah, cutscene, sorry. The 5 of us are chasing after Daigoro. I am seeing what is going to be my thumbnail. Right here, probably. We see the wolf bandit. There he is. We mustn't let him escape this time. Hold, Ronin. You know well how quick he can be. Let us leave this pursuit to one he cannot outrun. Daigoro gets off his hind legs. Or he was kind of sitting on his haunches. Go, Daigoro. Seize the lupin. Oh yeah, Yojimbo also kind of has a birdish face, like a short but wide beak kind of thing. Gosh, he's a fast doggy, says Nashu. Aye, there are none faster. Come, we must secure the sword and the thief. Nods all around, as usual. The lupin turns to see Daigoro running at him. Does not seem worried about it at all. Takes out an ovular yellow or golden, I guess it's a treat? And Daigoro diverts course, goes sprinting off after the treat that the wolf threw. There's a little exclamation point above his head when the wolf had the treat in his hand for a second. Gosh, he really likes Koban, doesn't he? Oh, yeah. So, Yojimbo, in Final Fantasy X at least, the amount of damage he would do when you summon him is completely dependent on the amount of coin you give him, the amount of money you give him, gil, or whatever the currency was in that game. I think it was probably still gil, but Koban in Kugane is the name for the currency, so I guess that is what the wolf threw. Well, we all have our weaknesses, I suppose. Still, there is no denying that he is a very, very good dog, says Hildy. How could he possibly have the nerve, says Yojimbo. The wolf is just like staring us down. You lot really should have thought this through, or have you already forgotten that I've got friends in high places? Arms crossed, sword at his back. Montaro, to me! That was his howl. The hawk or falcon is coming down. We're all kind of bracing ourselves. But he stops. Because he sees Hildy's very scary white painted face. Hildy gives a little heart with his hands, and it gets filled with pink, and that pink heart shoots up toward the bird and hits the bird with like a little love emotion thing. And then this little white ether thing or something flies up from the bird, and the bird drops like a stone into the ground and is, in Hildy fashion, torso buried in the ground, legs sticking up. By the kami, what have you done to my bird? Hildy and Nashu both think about it. Shigure says, got you, and he rushes and tackles the lupin. The camera pans up, though. We're seeing some building roofs, some walls, and then the camera pans back. Nashu is playing with with Daigoro. The lupin is on his butt on the ground with his hands cuffed behind his back. Hildy is doing a weird pose with the sword. Rejoice, Shigure, for I, Hildebrand, agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have reclaimed the Soboro Sukahiro. Yes, it seems we have. Though before we declare it with certainty, I would verify the authenticity of the blade, says Yojimbo. But of course, says Hildy, handing it to Yojimbo, or Jim. Jim takes it out, looks at it. Aye, this is no fake. It is indeed a work of art, a masterpiece that could only be the treasured Soboro Sukahiro. He sheathes it. I just remembered I have urgent business in Kugane, which is well, as it shall afford me the opportunity to return the Soboro Sukahiro to its rightful owner. Pray allow me to do so. You have my word, I shall surrender it to no one. And he starts walking away, and Daigoro follows him. Bye, Dougie, for now. How lucky we are to have a friend like Jim, steadfast, loyal, honorable, a Manderville man from another mother. Nashu thinks on it, kind of tapping her chin with her hand a couple times. Let us quit this place and return to Kugane with the Wolf Burglar. I am sure the Seki Sugumi will have a cell with his name on it. Fist pump from Hildy, jumps and arm wavings of joy from Nashu. Camera pans up to the roofs of these buildings in Japanese style once more. Cutscene goes dark. Hingashi is 482. Sorry, Kugane is 482 to teleport to. And since I used a ticket to get out here, I'll just pay it. Plenty of tickets to go around, and very easy to get more, but teleport over to the Rakuza district. Gotta go up these stairs over here to the southeast. Miyamagi is who we're talking to continue this quest. He is a samurai guarding the Seki Sugumi barracks, I guess. Yeah. What business have you with the Seki Sugumi? I explain why I'm here. The Wolf Burglar? The Lupin who has made a mock of me and my brothers? Cutscene. Shigure, Hildy, Nashu join the cutscene. I, Shigure, and my comrades have successfully captured the notorious Wolf Burglar of Kugane and brought him here that we might surrender him into the custody of the Sekisugumi. He reveals the Wolf Burglar on his butt, on the ground, handcuffed. Hildy gives a pat chest to himself, and Nashu spreads her arms wide and does a little tilt, you know. So glad are we to accept this unexpected bounty. The fiend has been a source of unending consternation for us. My thanks to you all, says Miyamagi. Pray bring him inside, honored friends. The rain stops, but I think that's just the weather in the game. Hildy and Nashu look to each other and kind of give rejoicing faces and poses. Possibly the leader of the Sekisugumi inspects the Wolfman, turns to Shigure, gives him praise, and Shigure's like, no, don't, it's okay, we're good, you know, kind of thing. Bloody fools, the lot of you, blind to the true villain in your midst, says the Wolf Burglar as he's being taken into the jail, presumably. I have like a look on my face and cock my head. Is it true then, says Akebono, running up. The Wolf Burglar has been detained. Well done. Whom must we thank for this auspicious turn of events? Shigure steps forward a bit, but Hildy points to himself as Shigure gawks, like, what are you doing? I, Hildebrand, agent of enquiry, inspector extraordinaire, did bring the Wolf Burglar to heel with my customary style and aplomb. Akebono nods. Very good, very good. And the Saburo Sukehiro, where is it? Nashu's falling asleep on her feet. Other than that, everybody's kind of silent and still. You mean you don't have it? I thought Yojimbo had returned it to you. Yojimbo? That disrespectful disgrace of a samurai? Nay, I have seen neither hide nor hair of him. I can only presume that Jim is currently enjoying a plate of dango at the Yumineko tea house before paying Master Akebono a visit, says Hildy. Shigure just thinks on it, though. Eyes go wide. Or perhaps he has absconded with the Saburo Sukehiro. This is all a joke to you people, isn't it? Says Akebono. Shigure and Hildy actually do look to each other and start laughing. Nashu joins. But then we're all shocked, looking at Akebono, who is like fuming. Of all the stupid, inexplicable, utterly unjustifiable, for what reason could you have possibly even for a moment considered it wise to let a single man, and not just any man either, a man I just expelled from my service? Mark me, Ronin, if you fail to deliver that sword, I shall make it the focus of my remaining years, that your dreams go unfulfilled. He walks off, leaving the boys in shock. Shigure is very despondent. Nashu's giving him the calm down gesture. The Sekisugumi dude who took the Lupin comes back out and cocks his head. Huh, we certainly can't have that. Which reminds me, Shigure, you once told me it was your dream to serve alongside us. Is that still the case? Yes, sir, it is. He smiles. Good, because in light of your recent accomplishment, I would like nothing more than to induct you into the Sekisugumi. What say you? Shock from everybody, but a big smile from Hildy as well. Shigure looks down first. It would be an honor, sir, he says, looking up. Glad to hear it. There are, of course, some few procedures and discussions with my superiors that must come first, but we may attend to them now. Okay. If your comrades do not mind waiting. Not at all. We will await your triumphant return, Shigure. Shigure is like trying not to cry from finally achieving his dream. Cheering and clapping from Nashu and Hildy. We all watch him go inside. Cutscene transition. He is now wearing the red of the Sekisugumi. My friends, it is finished. He's got his sword at his hip. Looking good, man. He gives a hands on thighs bow to us. Thumbs up from Hildy, arms spread wide from Nashu. A Shigure reborn. Well, I would not dare put it in such grandiose terms, but indeed, I feel as though I am a changed man. And it is you three who have changed me for the better. 1,000 thanks to you, Mercy, Inspector Hildebrand, Nashu. Hildy just kind of waves it off. Nashu gives her hands and foot up kind of cheery thing. Though I have only just become a Sekisugumi, I have already been given my first assignment. I am to pursue the renegade Yojimbo and recover the Saburo Sukahiro. Alas, as a new recruit, I have been afforded no additional men or resources to accomplish this task. If I am to succeed, I will need all the help I can get. Hildy points at his chest. Say no more, Shigure. I should be glad to give it. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby re-swear to help you scour all creation, from the deepest pit of the 7 hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for Jim and the Saburo Sukahiro. For Jim? Nashu pats her chest a couple times. I nod with a determined face, and so our hunt begins again. And he goes running off. Nashu jumps for joy. Wait for me, Inspector! Wait for me! She goes running off. Shigure kind of takes a few steps forward and looks like, what? Like now? What? His new master, leader, dude, laughs at the confusion or unsurety or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. We talk to Shigure to finish this quest. Part of me still struggles to believe it, Mercy. The Wolf Burglar, captured, and myself become a Sekisugumi? Again, I cannot thank you enough for all you have done for me. What an odd, circuitous path it is that led us to this point. To be honest, the most vexing complication was the loss of my hair, though Nashu assures me she is already in the process of procuring a potent tonic to remedy that. Oh no. I remember that part of that, yeah. Once more we find ourselves waiting for fate to spur our story forward. Until we have a lead on the Saburo Sukahiro, we can but enjoy our respite. 2259 Gil, quest complete. We're probably going to have a little after, yeah. Bow. Once again, we see the catfish people. This time they have an array of sushi, salad, etc. in front of them on a table, but the same Hildebrand will return in the black heart beneath. Like a curtain in front of them to block the show that's about to go on. A couple sake bottles and cups. Once again, Akebono, Nashu, Hildy, Shigure doing little legs, dances, and poses. High kicks. Hugs. See you, Inspector. Cheers from the catfish viewers. Okay. That is it for this video. Shigure and I thank you for watching. Again, you guys, you gotta look away from me. Look at the camera for this final whatever. But thank you for watching. GG thanks you also. We'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed. Bye bye for now.